Alright, registered to the pokedex. There we go. Let's see what he got. Yo! What's going on, guys? It's MOJoe and welcome to another episode of Pokemon Go. Now, as always, we're going to get started with a cup of coffee. I got you. You thought I was going to do that little edit thing that I always do. Psych. But, okay, so now, to really get started, today is going to be an evolution day. We're going to do a bunch of evolutions, tons of Pokemon that I haven't evolved before, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. So I'm really excited. We're obviously going to start with... I'm out of lucky eggs. Okay, so we got some lucky eggs. We're going to drop one of those. And here come the evolutions. Now, first of all, I mentioned in the last episode, all my Pokemon, well, not all of them, but a fair bit of them have, like, numbers as their nicknames. What these are their individual value perfection percentages. So, for example, my 1639 Flareon has 71.1% perfect IVs, or individual values. If you don't know what those are, I can touch on that in a later episode. Just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to take care of that. But for now, to keep it short, the higher the number, the better the Pokemon can potentially be. So, what I've done is, we're going to just go ahead and filter them by number. Any of them that have significantly high IVs, I've gone ahead and nicknamed them by their IV perfection level, and those are the Pokemon that I'm going to prioritize evolving and powering up in the long run. But for today, we're mostly just going to focus on having some fun with a bunch of awesome evolutions. Quick note, I don't have a lot of later stage evolutions in my Pokedex because I've been collecting a lot of information before jumping the gun into evolutions. But now I think I'm pretty well informed and can make smart decisions based on what I've gathered from the game's coding and mechanics. And so now I think that I can make smart decisions on what Pokemon I want to evolve. So now let's get started with some fun evolutions. The first one we have lined up for today is not that much fun, but it is going to register a new Pokemon in the Pokedex, and that's going to be Fearow. I've seen Fearows in the wild, but I've actually been running from them because I wanted to make sure I have a lucky egg on whenever I register it to my Pokedex, because that's 500 XP you can never get back. You can only register a new Pokemon that one time. So there are a few Pokemon like that. Golbat is another one. I think Nidorino is another one. So we're going to have a few of those today. A 1073 Fearow, not too bad, not great. Let's get to some more exciting Pokemon. Okay, so next we have Ekans. I've got 3 pretty strong Ekanses. But I'm going to go ahead and just evolve this one for now. And let's go ahead and see what a 458 Ekans evolves into. 991. Alright, so that's not very strong. It's basically just like a 2 times multiplier. So not great. Let's keep moving. Alright, so I also forgot to mention where we were on our progress. We're at 124,000 XP out of 150,000 XP. On our way to level 25. We should be able to get that after all these evolutions today. Maybe not on video, but I have a bunch of like little grinding to do after this. So we should be level 25 for the next video for sure. Pikachu is another one that I want to evolve in the near future, but we only have 21 candies, so not going to be able to do that quite yet. We're also really close on Sandshrew. We're only 4 candies away, so that's going to be an awesome evolution. Nidoran female. We are so close. We have 121 candies. I want to wait till I have all the candies to go straight to a Nidoqueen to make sure that I have the best possible Nidoran female to evolve at that point. The same goes for Nidoran male, but we're even further away from getting a Nidoking, so we'll wait for that. Now for Clefairy, I have 2 Clefairies here, and you'll notice that my higher CP one only has 40% perfect IVs, and my lower CP has 75.6% perfect IVs. Now, I'm really going to be trying to get a perfect IV Pokemon of every species, but for now, Clefairies are pretty common, and I think I just want short-term, pretty strong Pokemon for now. So, I think what I'm actually going to do is evolve this 40% perfect IV Clefairy. Let's see what a 666, not very lucky, so we're going to have to keep our fingers crossed. But let's see what this Clefairy turns into as a Clefable. This is also going to be a new Pokemon in our Pokedex. Speaking of which, I forgot to show you guys my Pokedex, and I'll show you that right after this. Registered to the Pokedex. 1379, not bad. Alright, so my Pokedex, only 83 caught, 86 seen. I was at 81 because we registered the Fearow and the Clefairy. So, back to the evolutions. Alright, so Jigglypuff I want to evolve in the near future, but we only have 30 out of 50 candies for that. So, we're going to evolve this Zubat. I don't have a Golbat registered, because I've seen him in the wild, but I ran because I realized I did not have my Lucky Egg deployed. So we're going to register him on the Pokedex while we have this Lucky Egg going. This was a 353 Zubat, I believe. 1073 Golbat, not too bad. Now I'm definitely going to evolve this Oddish, and we might go straight to a Vileplume. So let's evolve this guy, see what he turns into as a Gloom, see if he's better than my current Gloom, and if he is, we'll get a Vileplume in today's video. 941, so that is 100 CP better than my current Gloom, and it has better IVs, so we're going to evolve this guy all the way up to a Vileplume. 1394, not too bad. Let's see, Acid and Petal Blizzard. So I think that's a really poor moveset, sadly, but that's alright. Maybe it's a good defending Pokemon. So for Paris, I have 177 candies, so for the video, I'm just going to evolve the highest CP and see what we can get a Parasect to be. 1038. Alright, so little under a 2x multiplier. Not too great. Maybe we'll have better luck with the other Parases. Speaking of which, another thing that I'm really interested in looking into is how the CP multiplier for evolutions works. Because you could evolve two Pokemon of the exact same CP that are also the same species, obviously, and their CP multiplier for as they evolve can be different. So I'm not sure if IVs are taken into effect in that, or if it's completely random, or maybe some sort of other factor. So I'm really interested into looking into that. So if you guys are too, let me know, and I'll try to do as much testing as possible. Next, we're gonna do a Venonat. So actually for this one, just because there's two that are pretty comparable, we're going to evolve them both, the 640 and the 631, see which one comes out higher, because the 631 has significantly higher IVs. So we're going to do a little bit of testing on camera here, and let's see what this turns into. 1188, so not a bad Venomoth. So now time to turn this 631 into a Venomoth, and let's see what this guy turns into. 1168, so that was really close. They're pretty much the exact same multiplier. Now this is also anecdotal evidence, so it can't really be used as research proof or evidence quite yet. We're gonna have to do some more testing. Now as far as Meowths go, we're also gonna do one of these, I guess. So I'm gonna evolve this one into a Persian. This one has higher defense and lower stamina, and the other one had higher stamina and lower defense. So I think I want the defense for my Persian. So let's see what this Meowth turns into. It was what, 422? Registered to the Pokedex. Lots of new Pokemon today, boys. 917, that's really stupidly bad. That's alright. Let's go ahead and do a couple more evolutions. So Psyduck, this isn't a new evolution, but it is going to beat out my current Golduck, which is at 1063. So, let's see what a 689 Psyduck turns into. 1509. Woo! That's like, what, 2.5 times multiplier almost? That's not bad at all. We can even do 2 more Psyduck evolutions, but I'm going to do those off camera. What was his moveset? Water Gun and Ice Beam. That's not bad, I don't think. Next up, we're looking at Mankey. I kind of want to evolve him, but he's really rare around my area, so I think I'm actually going to wait on this one until I get either a really high IV or a really high CP Mankey, preferably high IV and CP. Next up, though, we have the Growliths. For this episode, I'm just going to do the highest level one, but I'm also going to work towards grinding a really high IV one and keep that as my ultimate Arcanine. So let's see what an 828 Growlithe turns into. I'm really excited. Alright, registered to the Pokedex. There we go. Let's see what he got. Yo! 1910? That is sick. Oh, man. That's going to be one of our... I think that is our strongest Pokemon now. As far as Poliwag goes, we're still pretty far away from being able to do that. Same with Abra and Machop. Bellsprout, I think I want to get 125 candies before I bring anything up to a Victory Bell. Tentacool, I can't evolve yet. Geodude, same deal. Ponyta, I cannot evolve yet. But Slowpoke, I do not have a Slowbro yet. So we're going to evolve this bad boy, I think. Yeah, 77.8, that's the best IVs that I have and the highest CP. Let's see what a 661 Slowpoke turns into. Alright, registered to the Pokedex. 1433, not bad. Definitely usable. But not fantastic. Magnemite, don't have enough. Obviously, that was my only Magnemite I've ever caught. Doduo, he's pretty common, so I think for now I'll go ahead and evolve this 469 to see if we can get a pretty strong short-term Dodrio. Alright, 1022, not great, but whatever. Shelter, we are pretty far away from, but I'm really excited to do a Shelter evolution in the future. Ghastly, still pretty far away from being able to go straight to a Gengar. But Drowsy, ooh, close, but no cigar. I don't know what IVs this Krabby is, but YOLO. We don't have a Kingler yet, so I just want to get it. Whoa, that was a weird cry. I just want to get it registered to my Pokedex while I have this lucky egg on, and hopefully it works out that it was a solid IV Pokemon. Alright, 1023, not very high CP, but Kingler is a really awesome looking Pokemon. Voltorb, I do not have enough for an Electrode. Next up is Execute. This is actually going to turn into, hopefully, a really strong Executor, or Executor. However you want to pronounce it, I've heard some wonky pronunciations around here. But let's see what we can get out of a 601 Execute. 1647, honestly, a bit lower than I thought. I thought we were going to get an almost 1800. Maybe I got unlucky with the CP multiplier on that one, but that's alright. Next up, we have a 97.8% perfect Cubone, so I'm going to go ahead and evolve this guy into a Marowak, however you want to pronounce that one as well. Let's see what we get out of a 572, almost perfect IV Cubone. Alright, so we also just registered this one to the Pokedex. Let's see what we got. 943, but Mud Slap is his best primary move, so that's a big plus. Really low CP, that's kind of a bummer. That's alright. Next up is Staryu, though. This is going to be my first Starmie. There's not a whole lot around me, but enough that I now have enough for a Starmie, and this is a 95.6 perfect IV Staryu. Alright, registered to the Pokedex, so that's awesome. I have a yawn coming up, so I apologize if I have to yawn. 1237, not bad. You know, definitely usable in gyms, but not like the highest ever. As far as Magikarp grinding goes, we're not too far away, honestly. I also have a lot to transfer. Didn't even realize I had that many. We're also going to do some evolutions because I have a load of Eevee candy. And also I don't have... I've never even registered Vaporeon to the Pokedex yet. So you can't even call me a cheapo scrub because I never used Vaporeon in the old meta. So, I think I'm just going to evolve a few of my highest CP Eevees and see what happens. YOLO. The main thing here is that I just want some higher CP Pokemon to be able to battle in gyms because I haven't been battling in gyms whatsoever. It's kind of a waste of time, but I would like to be able to help out my team whenever possible. Alright, so we got a Flareon. Not what I'm looking for. I do want one Vaporeon to register it to the Pokedex while I'm doing this. 1663, also not even my highest Eevee or my highest Flareon, so that's kind of a bummer. I don't think it is. I think my other one is 1693. Let's see what we get here. Another Flareon. I really want a Vaporeon. Not even like for battling or anything, just to get it into my Pokedex. But I don't want to use the Easter egg because I've heard that it only works for your first time using it for each of the evolutions. Are you serious? 3 Flareons in a row? This is garb. Alright, so we got a Jolteon. That's not going to be very high CP because Jolteon sucks. Which really stinks because I love Jolteon, but he's just really bad. Alright. Couple more tries. There we go. We got him. Thank you, Vaporeon. Excuse my knee. I feel like sitting awkwardly right now. Registered to the Pokedex. I think we're going to call it quits for there. 1692, which is... Let's go ahead and actually look at our CP. Alright, so coming in hot at our #1 spot. I'm a poet, and I didn't even realize it. But anyway... Coming in at our #1 spot, we've got Arcanine, Big Bad, 1910 CP. Then we've got, oh, so I guess our highest Flareon before was actually 1639, not 1693. So we did improve upon our Flareon. We also added a Vaporeon to our Pokedex, and we improved upon our Exeggutor, which is now 1647. Golduck at 1509. Slowbro 1433, Vileplume 1394, Clefable, couple Jolteons, a Starmie, Tauros that I caught in the wild, Pinsir I caught in the wild, you know, the next few Pokemon I caught in the wild, but this Venomoth 1188 we evolved here on camera, and then a Pinsir, another Venomoth we evolved, another Pinsir, Scyther, the Fearow, Golbat, and then the Parasect, Kingler, Dodrio, Arbok. Those ones we all evolved on camera. And then our Marowak coming in all the way down here. Same with our Persian. Pretty low. But we got a bunch of evolutions in. We're now level 25, which is super hype. 20 max potions, 25 Ultra Balls, a bunch of other goodies. I think we get an Incense Lucky Egg Incubator and a lure module, so that's really cool. We have 5,000 XP on level 25, and oh yeah, Pokedex. We have now caught 92 Pokemon, so we registered 11 Pokemon to the Pokedex in today's episode. So who says you have to go out and to catch them all? You can really just sit in your basement and evolve. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and peace out.